Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, we're going to do something that I haven't done in quite a while. I think I'm going to call it Tea Time with Carrie. This is a chit chat video. And it's also a viewer request video. And we're going to talk about the products that I carry in my studio and why I carry them, why I decided that these were the products that I wanted to use. So if this interests you, just keep on watching. Okay, so this question that I got from a viewer, why do I choose the product that I use in my studio? What led me to using them in my studio is almost not a loaded question, but there's not just one answer to why I choose to carry a line that I do. So I thought I would break it down a little bit, and for those of you that are looking to carry different lines in your studio or salon, that maybe this might help in some way. So I'm just going to take two companies and tell you why I decided that I wanted to use them. So the first thing, and in no particular order, I needed to decide what kind of service do I want to offer my clients. Do I want to do soak-off gels only? Do I want to do hard gel? Do I want to do just gel polish manicures, or do I want to do acrylic, or do all of it? I started out with just doing hard gel. That was what I was trained in, and that's what I started out using in my studio. As the years progressed, I have brought in different lines, and the big thing for me to decide of why I choose a product or a company, I think this one is big, so I'm gonna name it first, and that is the people behind the company. I've said this numerous times, so that is one thing I look for in a product line, is who's behind the company, what do they stand for, what kind of gels do they carry? Do they carry soak-off? Do they carry hard gel? Do they carry acrylic? Do they carry all of it? Another thing that I would look for is a variety of colors in their product line. Do they have a small amount? Do they have a large amount? Do they have a medium amount? And the same goes with acrylic. Do they have a large variety of colors and glitters? Do they have cover pinks, whites, milky colors in acrylic? Do they have only core products? What company has the most to offer me and my clients? And then the same thing goes for gel polish as well. Because I find, I'm going to say this right off the bat, I find that gel polish is very versatile because you can use it on top of a soak-off builder, you can use it on top of a hard gel, and you can use it on top of an acrylic. So I think having a variety of gel polish colors for me was a good idea. It was a good move for my studio. And my clients actually love the fact that I have a wide range of colors that they can choose from. And sometimes it's so wide that they get a little overwhelmed of what color they want. And another thing I look for is, does a company have everything that I need? And that goes for rigid hard gels, more flexible hard gel, what are their acrylics like, and again, soak-off gel polishes or hard gels. The next thing I look for is how many distributors in Canada, I'm in Canada, so how many distributors in Canada carry the product line I'm interested in? And what do they carry within that product line? Do they carry just a few colors and glitter gels? Do they carry every single color and glitter gel? Do they carry every builder gel? Do they carry every core product of the acrylic line? Do they even have an acrylic line? Those things I look at. And then the other thing I look at is how much chatter on social media is going on about these products that I'm interested in. So then I will pick a company and YouTube the crap out of it, if you will. Yeah, YouTube now is a verb. I will search a product on YouTube and get as much information as I can on it. How many people enjoy the product? How many people don't quite enjoy the product? So I do quite a bit of research before I bring a product into my studio. And I think watching a lot of YouTube influencers in the nail industry is a good idea. The other thing I look for is, where does the product come from? And that's always not easy to obtain that information, but I think it's important to know where the product comes from that I am using in my studio, because because I don't want to be told it comes from somewhere and then find out it comes from somewhere else that's not as reputable. I will do as much research as I can to find out where a product comes from and how the product comes into being something that they service within the nail tech community. So let's take an example. I am going to use a big company. It's a really good company, and that is Light Elegance. I've taken a few classes with Light Elegance, and I did a lot of research about Light Elegance. I watched a lot of YouTube videos on Light Elegance, and I didn't get that awful, I'm not sure, but I got I really want to try this out. So throughout my 5 years of being a nail tech, I haven't been a nail tech that long, but I'm pretty proud to be over 5 years already. And with Light Elegance, they have selection of builder gels. They have from rigid to flexible. And I use cool gel for the most part in my services because it's strong enough and yet it's flexible enough, because I find my clients can be harder on their nails than they think they are. So having that little bit of give and take in the flexible gel, I find that the cool gel works really well. I also like to carry one step. I find it's a little bit of a more rigid gel. I prefer a rigid gel, and it's a thinner viscosity, and I prefer to work with a thinner viscosity. So in between the two of one step and cool gel, I like that. Cool gel is a little bit more of a thicker viscosity, but not so thick that it's hard to maneuver the gel around. When I was looking at Light Elegance, I watched a lot of their YouTube videos. So they have, what really impressed me is how Light Elegance is so big on family. Family is important to them. Putting family first is important to them. And that doesn't necessarily mean their own blood relatives, but their Light Elegance family. And those that are interested in Light Elegance are part of their family. And they really put family first. And that really attracted me. Another thing I liked about Light Elegance is their vast variety, like huge variety of color gels and glitter gels. I don't even have much as I would want to have, but it's kind of exciting to keep building my collection with Light Elegance because they're always coming up with something new. Another thing I love about this company is that they're right on the mark with trends. So color trends, what's in style for spring, what's in style for summer, for fall and winter. And they come out with collections for each season, which I think is so amazing, and it's fun because there's that anticipation of what color is trending for spring. Another thing that I liked about Light Elegance, and they just started doing this, I don't know how long ago, I'm gonna say within the past year, and they started doing Chemist Corner. And so the chemist from Light Elegance will get behind or in front of a camera, not behind a camera, but in front of a camera, and share the scientific insides of what we as nail techs need to look for in our products. So the ingredients, and there's a lot of great videos on what to look for in MSDS sheets. He goes into explaining about curing lamps and what we as nail techs need to look for. And I think that that is super important, that they're sharing that knowledge with us. They want us to be informed. No matter what product we use, we are being informed by them and able to make better choices for ourselves. And that really made an impact with me because they're taking time out of their busy schedule to inform us nail techs. And I like the fact that when Jim McConnell gets on YouTube, he's talking about not just Light Elegance, but just products as a whole. That just spoke volumes to me. Being from Canada, of course, I am partial to Canadian brands, or being Canadian, or anything that comes out of Canada, I am partial to. However, that's not the end all be all, or whatever that saying is. With Light Elegance, even though they are a US company, their importance of putting family first, like I mentioned, was a huge attraction for me to dive into what their products were about and what they had to offer us nail techs. I found that Light Elegance was a great choice for me to bring into my studio. Despite all of who's behind the product, their product is good. Their product has never failed me. My clients can go up to 6 weeks without lifting. I don't recommend that, but they can. There's times when schedules just don't coincide. so they have gone 6 weeks. There's not an ounce of lifting, and I know that a lot of that is education and knowing your prep and making sure that it's spot on, but it also has to do with the product and us learning about the product and how it works. So Light Elegance gives us those tools to be able to figure all of this out. They're there to help. So the other company I wanted to use as an example is Ugly Duckling Nails. I was introduced to this company, I think it was back in 2015 or 2016, and the first item that I bought was, I think it's number 32, and it is a pink, and they're gel polish, and it was this Barbie pink, bright Barbie pink, and I thought, I'm going to try this with the top coat, and I was blown away by this one little product. I think what grabbed my attention was the black bottles, and they're square and really unique. I'd never seen anything quite like it. So that was the first product I tried with Ugly Duckling, and then I started to do my research and see what this company was all about, and I found out that they are from Victoria, an amazing group of women that I can't say enough awesome things about. I've gotten to know them through the years, and they've become friends of mine, and even before I got to know the ladies behind Ugly Duckling, I looked to see what they stood for as a company, and the fact that they are Canadian was a huge, like, ooh, this is interesting. What are you all about? And when I bought that first bottle of gel polish, they were brand new, and I know over the years they have changed and tweaked their product line a little bit here and there. One was the brushes in their gel polish bottles they changed, and they listened to their customers and the nail techs out there of what they thought would work better, and they listened to people's feedback and implemented what they thought would work well for them. They are, I've found throughout the years that they're there for you. This is another company that is there for their nail techs, for their family is important to them, and their family is the Ugly Duckling family that they like to hold high and proud, and this is our family and we love everyone. Even if you're not part of Ugly Duckling, you're still someone we care about. That speaks volumes to me. I am one for doing my best to be positive and uplifting. It's not always easy, and when it comes to my channel and any of my social media, if I see anything like just a slight bit negative, I do delete it, just because I want people to be uplifted. I want to encourage them, and I want them to succeed in their nail business as much as I want myself to exceed in my nail business. And Ugly Duckling wants the same thing. They want to see nail techs succeed, and the more I would get to know these ladies, I would meet them at trade shows and chat with them, and you just get this, you know, some people you just click with, and these ladies I just clicked with. They started doing YouTube videos. I think it's called To Be Honest. They would do once a week, and any question that would come in or any issue that they wanted to focus on, whether it be a positive issue or a negative issue, especially if it was a negative issue that they wanted to focus on, they focused on it in such a positive manner that it was something that they were concerned about, but they wanted to resolve the issue so everybody succeeds. And I just thought, wow, this is amazing. And you can tell that when they're talking on camera, they seemed really genuine. And when I met these ladies, they were exactly how they are on camera. They are genuine. They are, their hearts are big and full of love, and they just want all of us to succeed. I took an express art class with Christina and Natasha, who are master educators with Ugly Duckling, and this was in 200 this was in 2017, and when I took this art class, the only thing that I could do was a stick man. And if you follow my videos, you know that stick man I could do, and anything else was just so difficult. I was so blown away by how they could see an image in their mind and put it down on a canvas, whether it be a nail tip or a client's nails. Just to have that image in their head and put it down on a canvas was, I was just like, whoa, that's pretty amazing. And what amazed me was swipes of different colors and then putting foil, dabs of foil on them. I'm like, how did you come up with that? And it's beautiful. And so I tried it and I could do it. And no matter what art level you're at or not at, they were so encouraging and so uplifting that it made you want to do better. And I think that that's important with any company. It doesn't doesn't matter what industry, is that as a boss or an owner or an educator, if you uplift and encourage your employees or other nail techs or whatever the case may be, they want to do more. So you get more out of a person with positive affirmations, if you will, than tearing them down. And they just encouraged me. And I remember Natasha saying, just don't overthink it, just plop it down. Don't overthink it, just plop it down. And that's where I was kind of drawing a blank, is that I was overthinking. And then that Express Art class gave me the confidence that I needed to actually sit down in my own studio with nobody around and do this. So all of these little Winnie the Pooh characters, Disney characters here, different art. Just sit down and try to be creative. Where I lack, I know I'm kind of getting off topic here, is where I lack is getting that picture in my head and being able to put it down. I need to find something and look at it. So like Winnie the Pooh, for example, I Googled Winnie the Pooh, picked up a picture and took that picture and tried to copy it onto a nail tip. And when I did that for the first time, it was such an incredible high. I had to come back and do some more. I remember sitting here doing, I think I did Piglet next, and I was getting hungry. I thought it was an inconvenience that I had to stop what I was doing to go fuel myself so I could do more. I was a little perturbed actually that I had to stop and go eat before I could do some more art. It was such a natural high. So kind of bringing this all back to Ugly Duckling is that their personalities was so attractive to me that it led me to want to take one of their classes at a trade show. And then I don't know why, we just built a friendship and relationship from there. Just an incredible group of ladies that want nothing but the best for any nail tech in this industry. And that as a whole for a company spoke volumes to me, and I wanted to get more than that one little bottle of gel polish that I had picked up. This company makes themselves available to answer any questions, to troubleshoot any issues, and they say time and time again that they are always there for all of us to help them. So not every company says that, whether they do it or not, but not every company lets it be known to nail techs that they're there. And these ladies at Ugly Duckling, they let us know. So throughout the years, Ugly Duckling has changed their bottles a little bit, from a glossy bottle to a matte bottle. They've changed the colors of their brushes, they've added brushes, they just keep expanding and growing. And I think with how big their hearts are behind the company, it makes me want to support a company like that more. Besides all of that, their product is pretty amazing. Their gel polishes are easy to work with. They brought out a premium hard gel that is amazing to work with. I did a review on their squeeze bottle of sculpting gel, and their color selection for acrylics are something I have never seen before. I've never seen a wide variety of colors. So for you acrylic nail techs out there, you can't go wrong with having the whole collection. That's my goal. So one thing I did want to mention, no matter what company, does one company have everything that I need, and do I like everything that they have? Well, I'm gonna say I haven't found a company that has everything all in one. That's not a negative, because I love sharing products with you guys. So to bring something in that I know that I would use here and share with you is, well, I like to do that. Does every product within any company, are there I'm gonna say negatives or things that don't work? I'm gonna say yes. That's not a bad thing. I don't think that every product or every company is 100% perfect, and I would be leery if they were, because do you have room to grow if you're already perfect? So I do struggle with lighter gel polish colors. It doesn't matter what company it is. Light pinks are hard for me, but I learned a trick to make it not streak, and I learned that from Christina from Ugly Duckling. So it doesn't matter if we struggle with something a little bit, there is a way to make it work. So those are two companies that I do carry in my salon that I wanted to share share with you why I chose them. And I think by, you know, just sort of thinking back with everything that I talked about, I know I said not one is more important than the other, but I do think that it has an impact on me, a positive impact on me when I see who's behind the company. That seems to be important to me, because if there's someone behind a company that not very helpful or negative or all the bad ugly words out there, do you think us as nail techs that want to use that line, especially if we have issues, are we going to be able to get the support that we need? I've not encountered a company that was 100% perfect. So I think a company that always strives to do more and to grow is something that is quite attractive to me. And I mean, who doesn't like to get nail mail, and you always want to get these new things in, and it's part of being a nail tech. I feel anyway, it's part of being a nail tech, of ordering, even if it's something, a core product that you need, like a 50 milligram of builder gel. It's like, woohoo, here I got some nail mail. I'm so excited. I could go on and use other companies as examples of why I brought them into my studio, but I just wanted to talk about, to give you guys some ideas of why I choose a product line that I do. I hope that this has helped and answered some of your questions. If you still have questions, please comment down below. I will answer them. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any ideas for other videos you would like me to do, please comment down below. Follow me on all my social media. I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram at Elite Nails by Carrie. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification. If you just hit subscribe, you don't get notified of new videos that are uploaded. So if you hit the bell notification, then you will get notifications of when I upload new videos. And that is it, you guys. We will see you in the next video. Bye. To use it, oh my god, to bring into my studio, and why. So here's to a chip. Oh my god, this is going to be a long video.